In this video, I'm going to cover the user interface in Revit, and I'm going to break it down for you coming up. We're going to start with the Quick Access Toolbar, or QAT, which is located in the top of the user interface. The QAT allows you to have an access to the most frequently used commands inside Revit, and it's customizable. That means you can add commands from the Ribbon tab to the QAT by clicking the small down facing arrow and go down where it says Customize Quick Access Toolbar, where you have options to group, remove, move up and down certain commands. Also, you have the option to place the QAT above or below the Ribbon tab like so. Just below the QAT, you're gonna find the Ribbon tab, which is the primary location to access the commands. It consists of multiple tabs like architecture, structure, systems, and so on. Moreover, each tab contains tools you can use to place an object, and at the end of the tabs bar, you can notice there is a tiny arrow facing down, which you can use to hide the ribbon bar. This is very useful if you are trying to make the working space larger. Each tab in the ribbon bar divided into multiple panels. For example, the architecture tab has building panel, and the building panel itself contains all different building elements, tools, like wall, window, column, and so on. And the same things applies to other panels, and each one of them encompasses tools that are associated with the panel name. For example, circulation has stairs and other vertical transforming elements. Same things applies for model, rooms, and area. Let's go through these tabs briefly for now. The Insert tab is where you can link and import an external CAD files, whether it's 2D or 3D file. You can import images and PDF files, or you can load family or group from library. The Annotation tab, which contains the drafting elements necessary to annotate the drawing like text, tag, dimensions, and other graphic tools. The Analyze tab is where you can run an energy simulation through using energy analysis tools, and we're going to talk more about that in the future videos in the conceptual and design analysis. The Massing and Setting tab, which has tools necessary to add massing and site-related elements like topo surfaces and property line. Collaboration tab, which contains tools to enhance the work sharing and coordination across teams working on the same linked files. The View tab, which contains all tools necessary to control your project 2D and 3D views, graphic, presentation, and so on. The Manage tab contains tools to access all your project standards and other settings, as well as design option and facing tools. The Add-ins, which contains any additional extensions, have been installed. There's many third-party companies like BIM Object and even Autodesk develop different applications to enhance analysis or management processes of Revit. The Modify tab contains different tools to modify and manipulate the project you're creating in Revit, such as copy, cut, joint, offset, and many others. The Contextual tab is the temporary tab that appears when certain element selected or when launching specific command. For example, when you choose a wall command, a wall place contextual tab will appear, and if you select an existing wall, a modify walls contextual tab will appear. So the contextual tab content will change based on your action. The other contextual bar that appear below the ribbon bar whenever you select a tool and object is the option bar. The options bar gives you feedback based on your selection. For example, if you select a wall, it will give you different parameters and options And I'm going to discuss that deeply when we start placing wall and other objects. The other thing we're going to look at regarding the user interface is the properties palette and project browser. So you're going to use the properties palette whenever you select to draw an object or want to modify an existing one. It's located by default on the left side of the screen right here. And if you did not see it for any reason, you can get it back by going to View, User Interface, right here, and make sure the box right next to it is checked. The project browser, on the other hand, is located by default below the properties palette. It contains a ranged listing of the views, legends, schedules, sheets, families, groups, and links in your project. And you can search for any item in the project by right-click on any item in the project browser and select Search, and then type what you want to look for. For instance, if I type a section word, it will take me to the section view, and by clicking next, it will take you through all branches that has section word. Also, if you want to open a particular view, is as simple as double clicking on it and it will display that view. For example, if I click on East Elevation, it will take me to that view, and the same thing applies to other views. So the property palettes and project browser both can be rearranged within the Revit user interface. You can dock it and undock it, as you can see. You can change their place from left to right, and all that really depend on your preferences. The control bar down here is located at the bottom of the drawing area, and it changes based on your view selection. And you can notice the change in the control bar between different views like plan, 3D perspective, view, and sheets. And you can notice the changes in the control bar between different views like plan, 3D perspective, views, and sheets. So for example, if you select a 3D view, the control bar will gives you options to change the scale of the view, level of detail shown in the view, and visual style. Also, you can crop the view by showing the crop region and clicking on its border to control the cropped view. The temporary hidden isolate is very useful to hide or isolate selected object or entire category of that object. For example, if I select the window and hit temporary hidden isolate icon, which looks like a glasses, it will gives me different options like hide, isolate the category, and hide, isolate the elements like so. And I will get a turquoise border indicating the temporary visibility is active until I reset it by checking on the glasses right here and select Reset Temporary Hide Isolate. The Reveal Hidden Elements button used when you want to highlight hidden element in the current view like so. The other thing I want to talk about is the navigation methods inside Revit environment. The navigation methods in Revit has similar navigation tools to other Autodesk applications you may be familiar with, like AutoCAD and 3ds Max. These methods include View Cube tool, right here, steering wheels tool, and basic mouse controls. The View Cube will appear by default in the upper right corner of your 3D view, and if you click on any face, it will orient you to that face like so. And the same thing applies to the cube corners. Also, you can press and hold the left mouse button while moving the mouse over the view cube. Also, you can press and hold the left mouse button while moving the mouse over the view cube to orbit the view freely. The steering wheels is the other unique Autodesk navigation tool, and you activate it by pressing F8 or Shift and W on your keyboard within the navigation bar. This tool will follow your mouse, and when you hover over the wheel and press withhold on any commands on this wheel will activate that command. So if I press and hold the zoom command using the left mouse button, it will activate that command like so. And to exit out of that, you need to click escape. The other portion of the navigation bar allows you to access different zoom-in behavior by clicking the down arrow. You can choose zoom in region, zoom out 2 times, zoom to fit, and so on. The last navigation methods is using basic mouse controls. You can pan around by press and hold the scrolling wheel on your mouse. You zoom in and out by scrolling the wheel forward and backward. You can orbit around your view by holding the shift on your keyboard and right click on your mouse simultaneously while moving your mouse. You can orbit around your view by holding the shift on your keyboard and right click on your mouse simultaneously while moving your mouse. That's everything for today's video. In the next video, I'm going to cover the different aspect of wall command inside Revit, and you are very welcome to join me in this video. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a nice day.